weather starts to creep in and we crank up the heat inside, the change in temps can do a number on our skin and also our scalps. So in today's Style File, we share a 5-step scalp care routine to keep the flaking, the dryness, and the itchiness at bay. Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore is here to our rescue. I've already confessed to Megan, even yesterday, knowing you were coming and talking about this topic, I just started to itch a little bit.
Yeah, it's such a weird phenomenon as soon as we start talking about scalp. You're just like, oh, it's there.
Little twinge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something we don't think about a lot, our scalp health, but you say we see it sometimes as evident in frizzy hair.
Yeah, and a lot of times static hair too. We see a big change when we change the temperatures inside and outside.
Yeah.
And we really need to think of our scalp as an extension of our face. It's an extension of our skincare, right? It really is. It is, right? And so we should treat it that way. So I know a lot of times we change our products for our face in the winter, but not always for our scalp. And we see it in the salon a lot.
Okay, so let's go through this routine you've set up for us. You say it starts with a scalp detox, which this just sounds good.
Right?
Yeah.
And it is good. Think about all the stuff we put on our hairspray, our dry shampoo. Then we've got, just our own oil production, right? And we just don't always take the time to really give it a good detox.
Yeah.
So this product line by Kevin Murphy is their scalp spa, and it's a new product for them, but their whole philosophy is skincare for hair. So the ingredients and the quality of the ingredients are the same kind of things that you would see in your skincare. So this product actually uses micellar water, which we know is a huge product in skincare.
Yes.
Right? So micelles are little tiny oil molecules and they attract to each other. So oil attracts to oil, right? So it's gonna help detox the scalp. So you're gonna put a scrub in first. It has these tiny little gritty particles that help kind of break everything down, and then follow it up with the wash, and then that's gonna remove everything off the scalp to give us like a clean, fresh start.
Why haven't I done this before?
Right, and it feels so good. You feel like,
yeah, I feel good just talking about it.
Yeah, it feels like your scalp is can breathe again once you do this treatment. So maybe once every other week. This is more pricey. It's not something you're going to do every day, but just a couple times a month to kind of detox all this stuff.
We can order these on your website?
Yep, you can get them from the website or from the salon.
Okay, then you're saying we should do a scalp mask, which again, we do masks for our face, so extending that to our head.
Yes, and I mean, a lot of times we'll do a mask for our hair, but it's hard to get a mask on the scalp itself unless it's a setup like this. I love this one by Yes2 because it's super affordable, but it's a spray form. So the delivery method makes it so much easier to get it on the scalp itself. This one's really great for itchiness. It's got a tea tree in it, so it's very cooling. So throwing that on, kind of part it off and get it down into the scalp. And then you can just rub it in with your fingers, but I like to integrate one of these guys right here.
A weapon?
It looks totally scary, right? It looks very, but it's actually silicone. So these are totally bendy and soft. So it's not as scary as it looks, but it has a really nice handle, and then you can integrate that in with in the shower or in the bathtub to kind of work the mask down into the scalp and give a really nice massage.
Well, that would just feel lovely.
And it feels lovely, and it gets the blood pumping. We want the blood to circulate to help the cells turn over.
I'm thinking of the times when I've stretched my hair wash maybe a day or two longer than I should have, right? And you can just feel the buildup, and I'm trying to dig in there with my hands and work it with my nails, but let the product do the work is what I'm hearing you say. The products can help with that.
Yeah, and the tools can help with it too. So yeah, and again, you just feel like, oh my gosh, my scalp can breathe. You can really feel the difference when all of that's off.
There's a serum we can use too?
Yeah, so after we have our mask in, you can put, you can let it sit. I like to put a turban on it, or you can even use like a shower cap, let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
So that's gonna help it really soak in. Rinse that all out, and then you're gonna wanna finish with a serum. And these ones, there's lots of different ones out there, but I particularly love this one by The Ordinary because it's super affordable, but it's designed for hair density. So to help our hair kind of, in those areas, especially like post-pregnancy or along our part line where we kind of lose the density, this one's designed specifically for that. It's super affordable. You leave it on. It actually has some caffeine in it. So again, it's going to help the cells kind of rev up their engines so that we can get the hair growth that we're missing and lacking. And all of these things will really help with the health of your hair itself. The scalp is the foundation of good hair.
So it's interesting to me to think of it being connected to the static like you described, but you'll see it from the top on down.
Yep, so you'll feel, if you feel like your scalp is dry, itchy, or tight, you see your hair feeling very staticky, lackluster, that's a good indication that your scalp pH is out of whack and we need to kind of get in there and kind of working on it.
So go to the scalp spa. Yes. Megan's regime, her routine, I should say, that she's laying forward. Her regimen is what I was going for, not regime. I'm not putting you at the top of a dictatorship it all. Yeah, the 5-step formula will be on your website.
Yep, come see me at the Beauty Snoop and I'll have everything laid out for you.
And we're so excited. I saw you were teaching at Pinners.
Yes, Pinners is going to be live in person. We got approved to do that, and it's going to be at the Salt Palace, so everything's really spread out and safe. But I'm teaching 2 eyeshadow classes, one on Friday and one on Saturday. That's November 6th and 7th. So grab your tickets.
How do we get tickets for that?
Go to ut.pinnersconference.com, and you can use my discount code, which is TBS, which stands for The Beauty Snoop 10, and you get 10% off your ticket.
TBS 10. Now you know if you want to hit Pinners. A lot of people anxious to get out and do a girlfriend activity. Yeah. This one's spread out. You can do it safely and learn from the best while you're there. Be sure to use Megan's coupon code to get you in the door. Thanks so much. This was fun and really enlightening. All right.